Welcome, guys, back to another live stream here, playing some Satisfactory 1.1 live here on YouTube. Thank you for popping in and checking out the live stream. Today, we got a little bit more copper to gather up, and then we are going to be building the copper to bauxite conversion factory. We're going to try diving into that here fairly quick. So let's head over to the game window and dive into getting this done. So I did have a quick minute today to gather up the last couple of nodes. If we look at our map here now, I want to say all of the copper. I'm still showing one is unclaimed right here that we're working on. So this is the last node I've got to gather up here as claimed. And then we'll be able to finish up the logistics of getting everything over to this corner and building another tower of conversion that's going to be happening. Now, I did notice, though, and I think it might have leveled out now. Yeah, it looks like it did level out. I had a conveyor, or I had a backup here at some point with the Caterium. And for whatever reason, this line was running, it was full, and it had a bunch of Caterium that was backed up in it and not working properly. So I kind of tied it into the Awesome Sync up here at the top, just to kind of push through any of the products that were, you know, not getting consumed by our converters. And it seemed to have cleared itself out. So all the backup now, I think, has been taken out. Is this live or what? Yo, welcome to the stream.
Hello, my friend. Stay a while and listen.
Hello, Afraid. Welcome to the stream.
Hello, my friend. Stay a while and listen.
Happy to see you guys in here today. Quick reminder, reach down, hit the like button on the video, subscribe if you are new to the channel, and ring the notification bell so you can be notified when I have another one going. Yeah, so that fixed whatever issue that I had some Caterium that was backing up in our converters. That's all taken care of now. So hopefully I don't run into any more issues. So we're going to get this last copper node pulled in line here, and then we are going to get the logistics done. So let's dive into it. Hope you guys have had a fantastic Thursday. A little bit later on the stream, getting things going tonight. Always stop on Thursdays and visit with my mom and see how things are going with her. And then we're going to get like a 2.5 hour live stream in here this evening. And hopefully we'll get a good chunk. I don't know if we'll get the entire conversion completed, but we'll get a good chunk of it done anyway. Zoop. I need to zoop. Need to zoop, zoop, zoop. Dude, you cannot hang out there. I'm trying to build here. Nuke. Now I can build in peace without you walking around in front of me. I'll pick up your entrails. And we are throwing a Mark III miner on this. I guess we kind of didn't need this row here. We need it extended out this way. Overclock the crap out of this. Oh, this is just another impure node. Figures the last copper node I gotta get is just a little impure node. All right, let's get this locked out. This has to be so satisfying. It is very satisfying to pull all of these materials together and make things kind of work. It just works. And nothing's worse when something doesn't work. And then you got to figure out, okay, why did it break? Why did it not do what it was supposed to do? Perfect, and we're going to get rid of that one. I see Lockdot commented on yesterday's live stream. Maybe see an appearance from Lock tonight. Not sure. Haven't talked to him in quite some time now, so. Someone was asking, I can't remember if it was you or somebody else that was asking here the other day how Locke was. I honestly hadn't talked to him in a very long time. And I think I got some labeling to do. I didn't label any of these. This is only 300 items per minute. Grab our conveyor. Cool. He had a channel going. I wonder how it's going. Again, not sure. I haven't been able to kind of keep up with him at all. So I know he was cruising along for a bit there. So I think he just kept going with the Minecraft content. Oh, you know what? He was starting to do some like hardware. Computer hardware challenges and stuff like that. Like he was seeing what kind of life he could breathe into like old hardware, old computer tech. You know, trying to install, you know, Windows 11 on a Pentium 3 or whatever. Like doing weird things like that. I think I can come one more run with this before it is a problem. And we got to label it. Because if I don't label this, by the time I get over here to tie it all together, I won't remember how much it is. It is 300 items per minute. Selecting some, where are we here? Parts, copper. Okay, we got to go all the way back this way now and bring all of these conveyors together and tie them all in. I've got like that cluster of coppers coming up here. And then there's a huge cluster of copper that's over here that we got to tie in. There's a little bit from this side. If we look at the map now, I'm pretty sure unclaimed. I don't see anything that is showing up in the unclaimed mark. Everything is all claimed. Have you heard from Ren? This cool. The way the PC prices go, the way it's a good place to go. Yeah, you know, trying to revive some old tech is always a great way to go to try to extend the life of some of it because everything is so freaking expensive to buy nowadays. So. Ren, I think, left a comment on a live stream, one of the live streams here recently. But hasn't actually made an appearance into a live stream yet since I've fired it back up again. It was either a live stream or may have commented on one of the videos. Coffee time. Coffee time. Even my pioneers can have some coffee. Okay, I think when we finished off last night, we did finish tying. No, I didn't tie in all those yet. I still have to link these conveyors over. I didn't finish that. I feel like we had, though. I don't understand. I thought this was already all hooked up. And I know I saved the file before I exited last night. I don't know. Are you enjoying streaming again? I'm enjoying making sure that I have content up and you guys not having to wait so long for my next video. Because it's just, these projects take so freaking long to build that leaving you guys in limbo waiting for another video to come along. Rotox. Where are we at here? Let's go to organization. No, I want blueprints. logistics, and we're going to grab our 24 high on this one. We're going to see how easy this is going to be to clip this in and build with it. I don't think it's going to be that easy. It's like not even, there we go. It clicked together. But can I see it? I think we're too far up. I don't know if there's an angle I can build with it to make this. 24 might be too high to build with a blueprint. But I think even if the little bit of fiddling around you do have to do with it, I think it's still better than trying to build all of these all at once. I think it's still going to be faster. Because you think of how much product we're pulling along here right now. You're so dedicated to your builds that it gets wild. Yeah. This one's going to be hopefully one for the records. For a while, until of course somebody else comes along and beats it, but we're probably one of the most useless records of building the ultimate screw factory, but whatever it is, it'll be okay. Come on now. It's a little tricky trying to keep this all lined up, so. You still remember my log cabin castle? That was a long time ago. With the big wall interior and then like all like the medieval style building on the interior. The one I really liked was that kind of village castle that I started building on my own SMP there for a bit. I don't even know if I still have that save file though. I got to dig it up because it was running on my own internal server. But I'm not sure if I still have it, so. That's a problem. Like some of my Minecraft builds and stuff that I did in my solo games. There's a lot of the save files I never ended up keeping, and I sure wish I had. Hindsight's always 20/20, right? Okay, I know that we do need to bump this up 2 more as well. Because there is, I believe, 26 conveyors that we're dealing with now. And this was only... The highest you could build for a blueprint was 24. Which, you know, it is what it is, and it saves us some time and effort, but we still have a little bit of manual work that we got to do after it's built. And of course, we're only going to add to it because there is 7 more conveyors in total that get added to this. No, 5 more we got to do. It's 31 in total, 30 full lines and then a part line. The castle kind of came together as you went. It had a life of its own. It did. I remember that nether portal that I did that had the mural all around it, that fire mural. That one, that was another one of my projects. It was kind of like a highlight. That might have been, was that part of that castle build? No, I don't think it was. It was my own nether hub is what it was. One of these days, I'll probably go back and play a little bit of an SMP again. See what new servers are out there. I think even like the last... I think there was a Beyond Bedrock Java server that I was playing on for a bit, but I don't know if it's still around or not. I had no idea if there's... I think that's still part of their Discord. I should check and see if that server's still up and running. Okay, I'm going to run this right straight up just because I don't know what the total size is going to be. That's 10, 20, that's actually 21, 22, 23, no. That's 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, I think is where that is. And then we can delete from here. Yeah, the Underground Dwarven Kingdom, another one of my builds. That, oh, I so built that on the wrong spot. This needs to be right here. And then there's the Mega Dome. The Mega Dome was super fun project to do. Man, the amount of work it took to do the outside of that dome was ridiculous. Digging up all the dirt, all the sand, all the gravel, all the everything so that it was just bare stone, and then layering it in mycelium, and then turning anywhere there was water into that green hazy fog effect with glass and those sunken skeletons into it. That was on Sweeney's SMP that I built that. I can't even remember. Like I know I've got the playlist. I just can't remember what the name of his server was. Solitude. Some. Okay, I gotta go back and look now. Gonna look at my studio, YouTube studio, go over to content, go over to playlists. Satisfactory, World of Warcraft, Satisfactory 1, Shorts, more Satisfactory, Dragonflight, WoW Classic, coming back to WoW, Mega Factory 2.0. Man, I got a lot of stuff that was all Satisfactory, Satisfactory. Oh, there was that little blip of retro gaming that I did there. Played some Quest for Glory. Satisfactory, New World. Oh God, do you remember when I played New World? Until Amazon like totally broke it and wrecked the game. Terracecraft Let's Play, that was mine. That was the really cool like village that was leading into a castle build that, oh, man, again, another one I didn't get finished. Survival SMP Beyond Bedrock. Snapshot Live. Terrace Plays Minecraft. World of Solitude, that was the name. Season 3 is where I built the Mega Dome, I believe. Pretty positive that that's where the Mega Dome came from. Okay, so that's gonna go right across this way. And oh, you know what? I should probably start building from this side first. We're gonna go down here like so. Do all these because then I can zigzag build it and it'll build way faster. Concentrate, focus, make sure the conveyors align correctly. That one did not. That was a straight across. That's not what I want to do. I tell you, these walls of conveyors look freaking amazing. I'm gonna do the same thing when we eventually get around to having to pull all the coal. I'm gonna do the same thing. All the iron. Absolutely, just a huge, massive wall of conveyors. I'm going to bring my save to its knees. At least I'm going to attempt to it. I hope I can get the project done. I'm hoping the game doesn't crash and I can crank out 10 million screws. That's the hope. It'll really be sad if I get to like halfway there and then the server just like, the game save just totally goes, blah, that's it, we're done. But I mean, I've got plenty of RAM. If need be, I can like cut the graphics down. The big thing is making sure that the asset file, like I've got it unlocked to allow as many assets as I possibly can before it like totally starts crapping out. Because I've increased the high limit, because there's an asset high limit in the Unreal Engine, and you can go into the config file and tell your game file to ignore that high limit and kind of extend it to like 10 billion objects or something like that. So, Chris, welcome to the stream. I see you've been busy. Yeah, I got a fair amount of the copper done yesterday. We have just to tie up these little nodes together here. Oh, by the way.
Hello, my friend. Stay a while and listen.
We got to tie up these last few conveyors here, and then we can start building the constructor. So it's kind of just dealing with some logistical stuff now. All the nodes, like everything's all mined, and it all comes to the center highway here, and it's just tying in these last few. We have 26 of the 31 conveyors are all in line now with the highway, are feeding in. Where did you go? Why didn't you connect to anything? What are you connected to? You're connected to wasted. Way down at that conveyor belt? No, I don't think so. It is tricky. I'm going to tell you that right now, trying to use the blueprint designer on a 24 high stack of conveyors. It's a bit of work to make it happen. Okay, I think we got a part line here that we need to bring up as well. Quick reminder, everybody, reach down, hit the like button on the video, subscribe if you are new to the channel, ring that notification bell so you can be notified when I've uploaded a video or pushed to YouTube live. Right now is maybe a good time to do a little promo plug. If you guys are at all interested in having a look at basically the exact same specs of the computer system I am using right now, I have listed in my Amazon affiliate link. Feel free to check it out. You can see the specs of the PC build that I'm using. The only difference is just because of the availability, I've listed the RTX 5070, where my graphics card is actually the RTX 4070 Super. The two of them, pretty much a wash. As far as like specs, they're both 12 gigs of GDR6X, so they're, you know, they're virtually kind of the basically the same card. Just the 50 might just tiny bit outperform the 4070, but the price is, you know, kind of where it should be versus where like 4070 prices are still like, because there's not many of them, the prices are kind of maybe overinflated. And I mean, the 50 series cards are overly priced as well too, just because of the memory issues. So memory price issues. And I think I may have selected a 32 gig kit for RAM in the list in my affiliate link because RAM prices are absolutely trash right now. I've got 64 gigs in my system. I wouldn't recommend anybody going out and buying it. When I bought mine, it was less than $200 for 64 gigs of RAM of RTX, or I've got G-Skill Trident, Neon, Z5 RGB in my system, 64 gigs, 6,000 megahertz at CL30 latency. That same RAM now is $1,600. I wouldn't recommend anybody going out and spending that money on that. I did see in some, this is dreadful, in some tech news articles today and some tech YouTubers that I follow, it's looking like 2028 we can expect these continued chip shortages to push through for the next 2 years before you see prices come down to something that's, I don't even want to say more realistic. It's hard to say. It's yeah, it's a thing. Okay, I gotta go look at what this speed was. I totally forgot to look at the speed of this partial conveyor that's coming up here. I'm pretty sure we're merging it and getting a full line, but I can't remember, so I gotta look. It might not be, you know what, it probably, I don't know. I'm speculating right now. This conveyor is running at 600 items per minute. So now I just have to look at what the partial line is that's coming on this one. And we will see where we're at. I am going to bring this up though, because we're going to be building with this one right away. And I think I have this labeled right at the bend here. Oh, it is also 600 items per minute. So we got a full line on the bottom and then one on top. So that means I need to put a merger down. You know what? To build this a little easier, let's grab our merger. We're going to throw that right here at this height. Sam, welcome to the stream.
Hello, my friend. Stay a while and listen.
We're going to plop this right there and up. This one's going to feed right into it. So this is now... We'll throw some flow meters on here, throughput monitors. Like so. And then we can turn this this way. A riser. All right. And now we've got to step up 26 conveyors to combine these two additional ones. Oh, it's actually 3. You know what? Because I'm not going to... We're going to run this straight up to, like... where are we at here? We're going to connect this to here. We're going to put this right here. Bring this down. You're going to go like that. So that's now 3 more conveyors. We're going to be 29 high here, and then there's just that end there that we've got to tie in. 29 freaking conveyors. That's a lot of conveyors. Just going to run these. Okay, what are we going to do with this? We're going to take this up all the way. Gonna make sure this is all connected properly. We're gonna skip that first one though. Just because of how close, like, because we have a line coming in this way, then there's these 2 lines. Everything's all clicking together. You're gonna connect like so. Trust me, this is all gonna make sense. That was just, oh man, I don't even want it. I'm just going to build it up as high as it goes and then delete what we don't need after. Put that in the wrong spot. Like, I know I'm too high on the risers there. Okay. I got to do 26 of these little elevator hops. So that's 2. 3. And then I'm going to delete out these as I kind of go. Oh, no, not that. I don't want to do that. That was dumb. Whoop. Now I got to fix it all. Scrub. Never delete the elevator in the middle of it because it just breaks everything. Okay, let's try this again. You are going up, and we are connecting you like so. And you know what? We're going to delete that first. And bring it right over. Okay. I think we're cooking with gas now. That is number 2. We will connect number 3 and then delete out this first one. All right, now we've got a pattern happening here. Well, we're going to try to have a pattern for this. The save's having to do like all the deleting once this is all built. However, I think we could probably build it faster if we did save the deleting till the end, but I don't know. I think it's all half a dozen to one, 6 to another. Conveyor manifold? No, not really a conveyor manifold. It's just, conveyor manifolds are when you're like splitting off to a bunch of different machineries. This is just elevating it so that I can incorporate these 3 new conveyors that we're adding to the whole pool, so. You know what? It is faster to kind of delete it at the end. So I'm going to just keep building and go from there. So that should be like number 11 we just did. No, it's not 11. I guess we should count these and kind of see. I haven't been really keeping count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 is what we just finished. That's 11. $12. 13. That's half of them. 14. Wah. 16. 10 more to go. 17. 18. 1 too high on that one. Well, we're going into the big cold plunge this weekend. Highs only in the 20s. I think we're like we got a crazy wind today, and the temperature dropped a bit. But like we had some minus, you know, like around Christmas. We had a bunch of days where it was like highs of minus 26 and lows around minus whatever, minus 32-ish. Felt like, you know, minus 38 with the wind chill type thing. But this week we were in the, like, yesterday in Calgary, it was like 20, plus 20 degrees Celsius. Like, it was warm. Like, very unusual weather for us, like completely unusual. Okay, how many is that? I totally lost count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. We got 3 more to do. $24. $25. Sam said, dude, it was literally left work today in southern US because it was 25 degrees. I couldn't imagine negatives. Oh yeah, like negative 40 for us is like negative 40 for you guys. Negative 40 in Celsius. I think negative 40 is about where Celsius and Fahrenheit kind of meet together for temperature. Okay, that should be 26. Let's delete out all these excess risers that we don't need anymore, because we're going to say the conveyors will hold themselves up. And mainly because I don't really like the look of the risers, especially when they're all slammed together like this. It's kind of, yeah. All right, Chris, in Texas, those numbers are alien to me. Yeah. Not in the southern part of Alberta in Canada. The coldest I've felt here, I think it was even last year. I think we had a day where the temperature hit like minus 42, minus 43, somewhere around there, with a minus 55 wind chill. Okay, let me just put that into context for you here. Minus 55 C2F. Okay, not minus 555. That would be a little ridiculous. That's minus 67 degrees Fahrenheit. We hit that last year in winter. It was so cold. And you know what? We still went to work. The school buses shut down, I think, when we hit minus 35 degrees Celsius. The school buses don't run. My truck's still fired up, and it took a long time to get warm in the morning on the way to work. I'll let that puppy run for about 20 minutes before we go and get into it. So, Frog, welcome to the stream.
Hello, my friend. Stay a while and listen.
No worky today? You had the day off? In those temps, I don't run. Well, I mean, there was a lot of people that didn't. My job's inside, so I did today and tomorrow. Oh, well, at least you had days. Days is kind of okay. It looked fairly busy by there when we drove by this evening. There was quite a few vehicles, because we went up to see my mom, and we got back into town like just after 8, and there was still a fair amount of vehicles out there. Terrace, you gotta move somewhere warm, man. That's horrible. Yeah, but there really isn't anywhere warm that I'd want to like permanently move to. I guess maybe the Mediterranean. I don't know, like Italy, I guess. Trying to think where would be a safe place to live in today's climate. And I don't mean temperature. Last 3 years in a row, I vacationed in Cuba, and Cuba is a gorgeous country. The beaches are amazing. The people are so friendly. But man, they are hurting so bad. Economically, it is just dreadful. Sam says, pack your bags, brother. I'll meet you in Greece. You know, Greece, that'd be all right too. I think we're going to try a Mexican vacation next year. With everything that's kind of happened in the Caribbean right now, I don't want to get into too much politics, but Cuba only gets their oil from Venezuela. And they can only run their power generations for the entire island from oil. And if they can't get it, they got no electricity. They're kind of screwed. Economically done. Like, man, and they're so nice. The people are so nice there. I really feel for them. Okay, so how much of this can I pull off? And like, we'll do this one pull here, and we're gonna have to pretty much do this all the way up to the top, aren't we? I don't want that conveyor there, so we'll see kind of how that goes, and we're gonna connect all these. I was in Cancun back in October, had a blast. Yeah, I think we're thinking like Huatuco. See, I'm spoiled now because I've done the Cuban beaches, and I'm sorry, but the Cuban beaches are, it's like walking on icing sugar. The beaches are so clean. The water's so crisp and clear. It's soft sand to walk on. It's, they don't have any street vendors or panhandlers or peddlers on the beaches there because the beaches are actually owned by the government resorts that are there. So you don't sell your wares on the beach. So you get to lay there in the sun, bask and enjoy, go out and swim in the water, walk out for 100, 150, 200 meters and the water's like up to your chest, like, and it's crystal clear. Take some bread out there and the fish come swimming up to you. Frog goes, I want to go back to Cuba for the daiquiris and the frappuccinos. You know what? That cappuccino bar, man, I'd drink lattes there all day. I think we got our fill of lattes out of there, to tell you the honest truth. We did all right in the coffee department. The regular coffee at breakfast was kind of meh. But the cappuccinos at that cappuccino bar were pretty good. I've never had a frappuccino before. Why you no clicky properly? The rum was pretty good too. Have a Cuba Libre, which is basically rum, a little bit of lime and or lemon juice, and their cola. They have their own Cuban cola. They use cane sugar for it. It's like super tasty. Yes, between you and Tall, you guys definitely drank your worth. Oh, the lattes, absolutely. Deb too. She had tons of the lattes. That top one is probably not going to connect. Where are we going to go here? This way. And this is going to connect to this one. And you're going to connect to this one. And you're going to connect to this one. The rum tour, I mean, I probably won't do the rum tour again now because we've done it twice. And it disappointed me that they didn't have like that little steam train going so you could go back and forth. That was kind of like really neat to climb onto that train and do it was just a short ride on it, but it was still fun to be on that. It was a steam engine that had been converted over to diesel operation, but it was still a freaking old train. How's Tall? He's good. He's sleeping right now. Oh, he's going to be up later and not sleep at all tonight. He needs to go talk to our other shop there. See if he can get on there. These not getting shifts at work is kind of disappointing. Needs to find somewhere else. Okay, we've got that all stepped up. Now we need to finish connecting all this and then pulling all this that way. There's so much work. This is really like the slowest part of the whole build is all this logistics crap. Did I screw this up? I didn't. Good. Okay, good. Because that I can't weave these ones. I've got to connect it properly. Because it's basically a lead conveyor because I don't have anything connected at the other end, so... Click, click, click. Crap. I have a copper node here that isn't doing anything. Why? Oh, okay. It's not doing anything because it's that one. I'm like, did I forget to tie it in? No, it's there. We're all good. Everything's all right in the world. We're fine. Calm down. I didn't screw up anything. I am going to run out of room here. Pulling these conveyors over, though. I don't think this is going to be long enough. I'm going to have to throw in another row of freaking risers here. Because we're going to get way beyond our max length. Quick reminder, everybody, reach down, hit the like button on the video. Subscribe if you are new to the channel. Ring the notification bell so you can be notified when I got a new live stream coming up, or a... What did I... Oh, that was bad. Apparently have no idea how to play this game. Okay, that should be 29 conveyors tall now. Now we get to connect all these. What? There. Not clicking properly. After I get this set pulled, I should be able to start using the blueprints again. Only until we get to there, and then we gotta freaking hop it again. You know what? Instead of hopping this... What should I do? What should I do? Except for... Oh, that's going to interrupt that conveyor line. I should do this. I should do... let's go over the other side here so I can get to this a little easier. I should do this. Anthony, welcome to the stream. On the bus, what's up?
Hello, my friend. Stay a while and listen.
We are trying to get 31 conveyors of copper over. And I'm trying to avoid having to do a whole pile of extra building. Up over the mountain. Okay, I think we're okay there. That lines up, that lines up. Okay, we're going to drop this down. Like so. And this is going to be the pickup line for it. Anthony said, yeah, I beat it minimally. Hell yeah, great. Welcome. Yeah, little Diablo 2 welcoming. And why did I not click that properly to get the direction set on it? There we go. So basically, the project I'm working on right now is I want to break the record for the most screws made. There was a video here. Somebody had made a comment when I did my last Mega Factory video that I uploaded here a couple of weeks back now. I took all of the iron ore in game. I ran it through refineries and turned it into pure iron ingots. Made like 170,000 pure iron ingots in game. It's just all being dumped into Awesome Sinks right now on a different save file. Well, somebody made a comment in there and said, well, hey, now you got to go for the run on the record for the most screws. Somebody did a video of like 4.2 or 4.3, 4 million plus screws per minute. And I replied to it and said, challenge accepted. And I am going all in on aluminum for as much aluminum as I can make to use the eventual recipe of converting aluminum ingots into aluminum steel frames or aluminum steel beams, and then using the alternate recipe of steel screws where you build screws out of steel beams, I'm going to be able to make a crap ton of screws. And since we're kind of doing it in creative, I am releasing the restrictions on how many summer sloop I can use. So there's only like 102 or 104 summer sloop in game. I'm just unlocking it. I'm going to spawn in as much summer sloop as I want so that I can increase the yields as much as I want. So I've already gathered all of the bauxite here in game. This is all of the bauxite nodes right here, all running down. It's currently being dumped into awesome sinks. I then gathered all of the strange alien matter, every node. It's all down there, and it's running into factories being converted into reanimated SAM. I then gathered all of the bauxite in game, and I've converted this, sorry, not bauxite, Caterium, converted all of this Caterium into bauxite using the converter. So that tower right there is a converter factory that takes all of the Caterium in game and converts it into bauxite. There is also a recipe for all of the copper in game, which is what I'm working on right now. We're taking all of the copper, we're going to dump it into converters and turn it into bauxite. So I'm going to have a ridiculous amount of aluminum. It's either going to be completely broken because the amount of machinery that I'm going to put in here is going to just wreck my game and wreck my save file and kill my PC. And I just totally munched these conveyors. I got to fix that. So why am I surprised someone collected everything? I've done it quite a few times now. So if you look at the map here, all of the nodes that are listed in black are nodes that I've gathered. So that's Caterium, copper, SAM, and bauxite all gathered. And then, of course, there's still the traditional recipes of iron and cast screws, so on and so forth, that we're going to be dealing with as well, too. So all said and done, which is why I'm actually live streaming this portion of it, because this is going to take me like weeks to build. And I didn't want to wait weeks, if not longer, to upload my next video on my channel. So that's why it's being streamed. So you're saying good night, for fuck's sakes? Really? That's it? You're piecing out because you can't fathom it? So sub, see you soon. Well, thank you for the sub. I appreciate that. Throw a like on the video too. Share it with amongst your friends, and yeah, keep checking in on the progress of this build, because it's gonna take some time, but it's gonna be, well, I can't even say that it's gonna be worth it, because it's like the most useless build on the planet. You could play this game without ever having to make a screw if you gather the right alternate recipes. And what am I gonna do? I'm gonna make everything into screws. And let's get back to what I was working on here before. Yeah. And your sub notification just got posted. Thank you for that. You ended up getting 100 bonus points as well too for my loyalty points in chat for subbing. So I appreciate that. Okay, we're going to bust this out. We're going to connect that to that. That to that. So we got a little blip in there of Caterium, but now I've got this channel where I could just take, I don't want to have to do another one of those stupid little hops of trying to get this ore where we need it to go. And I'm hoping that that doesn't screw up my machineries too much out there. I did kind of preload the Caterium in there, so I think we're okay that we'll have a little stutter in there where there's no products going. Shouldn't make too much of a difference. However, we're going to have to start making some turns here because I got to narrow this highway up again. So all the copper is just running on one build line here. I don't think we have any more. Where's the next copper lines that we have to connect? It's not that conveyor. It's not that one. It's just those. That's the last cluster of conveyors that we're bringing together to wrap up all of the copper. We're getting there. Slowly but surely. I feel like this is another one of these where I've got to do a little whoop whoop, if that makes sense. A little whoop whoop to move some of these products out of the way. Oh, that is an elevator. That's okay. I can make that work. We're going to go right here with it. Zoink. We're going to go right here with it. That's going to go there. This is going to go here. We're going to connect these two. I didn't set that right, did I? Yeah. I'm an idiot. So that means we're that way. And then we got to bust this. Like so. Zoink. That should be good. I did not mean to scan. I don't even know what I scanned for. It looks like it's scanning the iron nodes. Okay, so I don't have to worry about dealing with that cluster of conveyors trying to step this all up again. So yeah, all I've got for factories here so far is we've got the one tower of like a ridiculous amount of converters that are converting our Caterium into bauxite. And then this is our SAM to reanimated SAM factory line that is running here. And we've got leftover reanimated SAM off this line that we are just dumping into an awesome sink for now. We'll probably end up pulling from it. I can't remember how much of the reanimated SAM we're going to need for the copper. I haven't actually done the math on that yet. I'm hoping we have enough. I think we're okay. I think we have plenty of reanimated SAM to make it all happen. I just don't think there's going to be too much of it left over. There is some other recipes where I think I can turn sandstone into Caterium using the converters and then that Caterium into bauxite again. The downside with that is that I don't know if I've got it, like where my limit will be on the reanimated SAM. I don't think I can pull it off because I think I'll run out of reanimated SAM before I can get everything all converted. Bear with the mic noise for a second. I gotta shift and make myself more comfortable. And that was probably really loud because I did whack the arm pretty good on that one. I apologize for that. Quick reminder, everybody, reach down, hit the like button on the video, subscribe if you are new to the channel, ring that notification bell so you can be notified when I've put up another live stream or a video. Okay. Foundation is all where I need it to be. Now we got to finish getting these products over. Get these last couple of conveyors tied in. I didn't hear anything. Okay, good. Every once in a while, if I tap this arm too much, it just reverberates down onto the mic. I try not to break your ears. I doest my bests. And did I label this right here? I did. Your 300 items per minute. You're not labeled at this end. Where did I label you at? You're 600. So we're going to have a 900 per minute line. So what's the best way to deal with this? I'm thinking, I've got my thinking cap going here. Let's get the product up here first and then we'll cross that bridge. I think what I might end up doing is I might merge it a little bit further back and then just elevator up and put on top of the line. So that I don't have to do that whole step up thing again. I'm trying to avoid the excess conveyor work if I don't have to do it. Because we're still going to have to do a lot of like 90-degree jogs here. I think I might instead just bring it all the way up to this one endpoint here and then jog it over. For instance, right here, like this line right here is the line that our primary conveyors are all coming from. So if we back that up this way and then back that this way, figure out why my zoop's not working. I'm just going to go up like max. We could delete off what we don't need. Okay, and if we go this to this right here, this should be the last little jog that we've got to do until we start bringing these conveyors down. So that's 3. 4. 5. Anything to alleviate a bunch of repetitive work. But when you're dealing with 31 conveyors worth of product, you're going to have some repetition. It's unavoidable in this game. Again, the maximum build height we've been able to do for our blueprints is 24 conveyors. So we still have to end up adding like 7 conveyors to the top of it. I should try to see if I can add the 7, using the 7 blueprint, if it'll connect. Might be able to. It just might be really tricky to make it build properly. Because I'm running into issues when I'm dealing with the 24 conveyor that it like graphically will disappear as I'm building with it. FFS seemed dramatic. I don't know. It is quite an overwhelming. If you've played this game, my proposed planned build is going to be ridiculous. And I got a sub out of it, so I'll take it. I'm doing, like, I don't know if you guys have ever seen any of Let's Game It Out's videos. He did a quick series of Satisfactory in his videos where he takes like games and just does like the absolute most ridiculous things to it. But his has got like no order to it. Like it's just complete spaghetti and utter ridiculousness. I'm doing the same thing, but I'm doing it organized and well designed and thought out and laid out and symmetrical. So, I mean, I could very well end up breaking the game, but I'm hoping I'm not. You see more lax on swear words now. Is that something we can do finally? Well, I'm not. If the odd one slips through, it's probably fine. Chat won't let you do it because, like, chat's got filters in it to prevent you know, a lot of it from going through. But if I let the occasional one kind of go through, because you know what? YouTube has they've relaxed a little bit on their line of processing for that stuff. I mean, even cable television now, I mean, you watch The Pit, they drop the F-bomb on The Pit. Now, technically, that's not cable, that's on Paramount. What show was recently on TV that they dropped the F-bomb on? You know what? There was an award show that we were watching here in Canada that they did unfiltered. I can't remember what network it was on. I want to say it was probably Global for us. But I mean, we're Canadians. I mean, we drop the F-bomb on a regular basis anyway. Yeah. It's probably like our favorite word. It's like the Australians and the see you next Tuesday, right? That's a term of endearment for them. Yeah, you still have your boomer right. So what's your points at, right? Like, who are we at for leaders right here? I don't know if any leaders are on right now. Or is it top? I can't remember what the command is. I might have to do the commands one. Because I'm thinking leaderboard, and our leader might not be the right command to see who has points. Someone log up, Sam. There are no boomers here. Yeah, what are the commands for this? I gotta look it up. I can't remember. Loyalty points, where are we at? Oh, that gear one is definitely not gonna work. Because that PC part picker's for my old PC. Instagram potato. Twitter, Facebook, website, tokens, quote points. Points displays the amount of current points a user has. Top hours, top. I think it's just top. But I think it just shows the top of the list. It doesn't show the top of who's on right now, so. You got a whole 76 points. Well, or 75 points. Well, you can... I got stuff on here that you can get for 75 points. Well, the train whistle's only 40. The button's 15. My precious is 75 points. The knock is 35 points. The quest accepted is 10 points. Quest completed is 25 points. The air horn is expensive. Coffin dance is 40 points. The push one is 40 points. The potato one is 50 points. The eating one is 10 points, and the zombie is 50. The door opening and closing is 75, and the hello is only 1 point. Hello is 1 point, and bruh is 1 point. But there are like long time limits on those, so. Lock.Jesus, haven't heard that name. He commented on last night's stream, so. And Afraid just lost 800 points gambling. Look at you go. Blueprint designer, 24 high conveyor. Click. Nostalgia. Isn't nostalgia amazing? However, you end up looking at things with reverence. Like, think of like my first MMO that I played was Ultima Online, and I've always thought, oh man, you know what? I would love to play that again. But again, you're looking at it through those nostalgia glasses. You know it's not going to be the same experience. than what it was when you first started playing it. Man, it is tricky lining up the 24 conveyors to make it happen. That is a lot. Like, oh, will this? Oh wait, will it clip and connect? It does! Yay! Okay, so that's all connected. Now I just have to bring over the remainder lines here. Let's have a look at this. Sam just lost 51 tires. You bet it and lost it. See if I can remember how to do the. Oh, you know what? I can do it through here. Wait, let's go. Streamlabs. Let's go to my dashboard. And I want to say if I go to my CloudBot section and loyalty, add points to all viewers. Can I do this? Does this work? Confirm. Let's see. Last time I tried this, I don't know if it actually worked. So we'll see if it will. I just gave everybody 200 points. I just don't know how long it takes or if it actually even works at all. So instead of building your corner offset separately, couldn't you offset using the auto connect? I probably could have, but then it's really a hard time already trying to line it up when it's straight, when it's 24 high. So I don't know how well that would work. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Let's try. I'm going to try to see if I can get the 5 high blueprint to connect on this. Ooh, can I do this? Is this going to work? I don't know if I can pull this off. No, it's just not going to do it. It's got to be on a foundation, so. Afraid you've been locked out of gambling. Did you? Oh yeah, you got to wait. Like it's a 15-minute timer, I think, on the gambling, so you don't end up wasting like all of your points. So running a 5 stack on top of this doesn't work. I have to manually do the last of the conveyors, which, I mean, it's still okay. I didn't have to manually do the 24 conveyors that were below it. I can live with that. Somebody do a points check and see if the 200 points went through. Somebody that had low points, like Sam, check your points and see if the 200 points I gave everybody worked. Okay, so this is where we are actually at. So I did kind of overbuild the conveyors on the corner here, which is fine. I'm all right with that. I can just delete these out. Right? That's not difficult to deal with. It's only 4 conveyors, so afraid you have 1691. So does that mean that I gave you your... Did the 200 points go through? Oh, Frog would know because she's... Oh, Frog's only got 27. Why do you give me a button to say add points to all viewers and then you don't add the points to all viewers? Like, why give me that stupid button? It says queued for payout, but it doesn't actually pay it out. I don't know what that means or why it means it. Oh well, I just tried doing it again, so if eventually you get them, you get them. If you don't, it might be, I wonder if there's a timer on the payout. The payouts are only, oh, I bet you it is. It'll be the next time the clock ticks for you to get your payouts. Like, let me just see what it is. I bet you I just totally screwed this up. If you're enjoying the stream, intervals, 10, no, that's different timers. We are loyalty, settings, here we go. Interval is 5 minutes, payout to live users is 3 points. So every 5 minutes you get 3 points. And then on a subscribe, you get 1,000 points. On a channel membership, you get 250. On donations, you get 35 per, I think it's per dollar. Super chats are 25. But I think my donations and super chats don't work because my monetization got removed because I don't have enough viewed hours, so it's hard to say. Well, Frog did hers and she only has 27 points, so I guess it depends on the timer. We'll find out here if she ends up going up to 400. I don't know. I try to be nice and give you guys something. But then the tools, like, screw with me. Okay, you're gonna go like this, you're gonna go like this, you're gonna go like this. We'll do a little zigzagging back and forth. Oh, why did... No, that's not how that goes. $18.91. Oh, I think it is working because you're up to $18.91 now. So you got some points. Frog, try yours again. $200. Okay, so you probably got another 200 coming. Okay, so everybody got 400 points that's sticking around and watching. Yay for you guys, I guess. That means I'm gonna get bombarded by air horns and whistles and coffin dances and trains and... Prepare the ears to bleed. What time are we at? Man, I am nowhere near what I thought I would be on this stream so far. I'm still just moving product. I don't even know if I'll get the first freaking converters built today. There'll be a part 2 to this stream. I'm pretty sure that did not connect to where it's supposed to. It did not. I'm a scrub. What did you say there, though? But only after we wait a while. Yeah, the points, they come on the time tick for when you get your next payout. Is when that it stores the payout for it. So it's not instantly. So whenever your 5-minute timer rolls around is when you get that bonus tick. Yeah, I'm trying to decide, do I bother throwing all the copper ore into awesome sinks while we get everything built to clear the lines, or do we just do it? Ira Chris, you have 21 points. You should have more than that. Okay, my eyes are not so good. Does that say Chris Lane? Welcome to the stream. Nice to see you online, Terrace. I remember watching your World of Warcraft streams back in the day.
Hello, my friend. Stay a while and listen.
Yeah, the World of Warcraft streams were a hot minute ago, for sure. I did enjoy doing them. It's just, man, I'm having a hard time getting back into playing that game. I don't know. Well, the changes that they're doing with the next expansion by removing all the add-ons. Like, I don't know if I'll ever play retail again. I know that Tall Terrace, my offspring, he does not play retail anymore. He only plays classic. That's him. That's it. That's the way he's gonna be from now until forever. And I kind of don't blame him, because the things that Blizzard's doing, Activision, whoever the heck they are that owns them all now, it's frustrating to see that, you know? Well, and of course we discussed this a little bit last night, where I'm like, I am totally on board that if they came out with World of Warcraft 2.0, built it in the Unreal 5 engine, just cranked the crap out of the graphics of it, and increased the barrier of entry to a different class of players that are on there, it would be back what World of Warcraft was when I first started playing back in 2004. I played the beta of World of Warcraft in 2004. I started playing retail in like October of 2004. We played the beta before that, and then before that we played Dark Age of Camelot. And before Dark Age of Camelot was Ultima Online. I'm dating myself on some MMO gameplay there for sure. Okay, why are you not? There we are. I need you on the right plane of existence. And that's right there. Man, it is so tricky. Afraid says, we old Terrace. I turned 50 this year. I am feeling every inch of it in my bones. It's sad. Feeling old and worn out, decrepit. It doesn't help that I'm maybe not the healthiest person on the planet either. I blame carbs. Oh, I totally placed that one in the wrong spot. Now I gotta wait for it to frickin' finish building so that I can delete the whole freaking stack. Like, ugh. When you place a blueprint in the wrong spot and you want to delete it, if it's a big blueprint, you have to wait till it's fully done building before you can delete it. Zoink. Did I delete the right line? Yes, I did, because that has copper on it. Fred says, I hate how I feel sometimes. You know what? Yeah. My knees, man. My knees don't do what they used to do. It doesn't help when you are at the bar and they're doing some trivia contest where you got to run up to the DJ booth, and to avoid running over someone to give the answer in, you get caught on a frickin' chair and you totally bail and drive your knees into the floor at the bar. That doesn't help your knees at all. All right, Chris says, I'm sold. I cried when my last dinosaur died. Oh, shit, right? My first car was a Tyrannosaurus Rex. Hey, that was Chad's silly idea. Blame him. You know what? I am going to blame him. But now there's like permanent archived video of it. I don't have the video, thank goodness. So it will never be uploaded on any of my channels. So it'll never be tagged with my gamer tag. I don't need the entire world to see me wipe out at a bar. Quick reminder, everybody, reach down, hit that like button on the video, subscribe if you are new to the channel, ring that notification bell so you can be notified when we are pushing a new live stream, new video, new content, new whatever. Come on, you got to turn yellow is where it's at the center. I just want to look to make sure that these are still staying center. Yeah, it looks good. Looks good. Laugh out loud, your family does. Yeah, they do, but they don't have access to my YouTube channel to upload. So, that's a thing. Okay, we're going to add now some more conveyors, and then we are going to tie in these last three lines, these last three nodes of copper into this stack. Because we are 29 high right now. This has got to go, so 5 is 29, that's 30 and 31. So we're going up 7 with these. But this one is up 5. So much copper. I'm just wondering, do I throw it? I'm still on the fence on whether or not I have everything dumped into Awesome Sinks. I think I should still do it. That way I can make sure that all the conveyors are running the way they're supposed to be before I go through the process of building all the converters and realize that I've screwed up the conveyor mergers somewhere. And I'm starving out a line that I'm thinking is going to be 1,200 items per minute, and it's not. If we dump it all into Awesome Sinks, then I can be sure that things are functioning and performing the way they're supposed to. Okay, so we're going to kind of walk this line all the way up. And then we'll zigzag it back and then work them, yeah, work them back this way. Afraid it's one word. You're not going to get me on that one. It didn't work. All the commands are one word. They, it would have to be air horn combined for it to actually go off. Nice try, though. Caught it in the chat before you could, but it doesn't seem to matter because even when I see it coming, I still end up getting blasted, but it's still enough. It just hits, it hits something in a tone that still like leaps me out of my chair. Oh, coffee. More coffee. Yeah, that's the end of tonight's coffee. Now we got to switch to something other form of caffeine. Oh, come on now. Don't get stuck there. Okay, so now we are working with this line. So we're going to do the first one. First one's got to come up like this. Hello there. That one went through. And that only cost you a point. So this is the full line we're dealing with. Now I need to figure out how to get it over here in a reasonable shot. And we have to deal with a merger. So what's going to work for that? We're going to put the merger right. We're going to go, you're right here. Okay. And you're going to input right there. We're going to output right there. So this is the full line that we're dealing with. And you are going to connect right here. Is that? Yes, it does go all the way down. Yay for us. Okay. So that should be the full 1200 item line. So we're going to bring you to here and connect you there. And then I need to add, oh, Frickmeister. That's not going to work. I gotta delete this for a second. Because I've got to put this here first, and then we can put the conveyor hole down. And then we can delete this. And then I can place this. And then belt it across. And then connect this properly. And build this back up. Damn it. Okay. I gotta put a frickin' conveyor hole somewhere in this because it's too far of a run. Let's throw our merger down here. We're gonna use a priority merger at some point here. This is gonna be, we're gonna back this off. Priority merge right there. That should be high enough for the conveyor floor, the conveyor hole. I think that should be high enough. Oh yeah, we're plenty good there, and that's connected. Okay, now you're 300 items per minute and you're 600, but you're gonna come out this way because I'm gonna put you right here. Oh, son of a... Thank you. Okay, you got me on that one. You're gonna go like that, and is this a straight shot? Is that parallel? It is. Look at that. Yay for us. Okay. Oh, but I'm an idiot. So that's gotta go. Let's put the conveyor hole in the right spot, which is this one. And then we're doing this. We're shooting this way. You're connecting in there. You're connecting to there. You're my priority line because that's a 600 item per minute line. This is a 300 item per minute line. We're going to throw some flow monitors, throughput monitors on this. So you're going to go there. You're going to go there. And this top line is 900 items per minute. So what does that work out to? We have 30 conveyors times 1,200 items plus 900. So 36,900 copper ore. What does the wiki say we have for copper ore in Satisfactory? Let's look that up. Satisfactory. The wiki says we have 36,900. Yay! Okay, at least we mathematically figured out whether I've actually got everything balanced properly, and I did successfully upgrade every miner to 250%, overclock the crap out of them. As long as I did all those things, we have all that stuff. But we'll find out if we dump all this into Awesome Sinks. It'll tell us really quick when a miner is not doing what it's supposed to be doing. Once, well, it's as quick as it takes for the conveyor line to completely dump. And when it'll do that is while we're building our Tower of Terror, I guess we'll call it, of the converters, the Tower of Converters, but it's certainly going to be a lot taller than the tower we did for the Caterium, I'll tell you that much. I haven't even looked at the design of it yet to figure out exactly what it's going to look like, because I know it's less copper goes into it for converting the bauxite than the Caterium did, I think. I'm pretty sure the consumption rate is different. It's something anyway. Did that curl all the way around? No, it didn't. Okay, good. I thought I screwed the placement of that conveyor. Wouldn't be the first time, won't be the last time. See, that one would have screwed up. Logistics, probably the most time-consuming part of this whole game. Especially once we get a blueprint design for how the converters are going to go. Like that stack of converters for taking all the Caterium and turning it into bauxite took us 2 hours. That was it. It's taken us 3 days, 4 days now to deal with the copper ore. At 3 hours a live stream, this is only going to be like a 2.5 hour live stream today. Just because I was a little bit later getting on. But all the other ones were 3 hours plus. So I'm going to say we're 9, 10, 11. We're going to be 12 hours into dealing with copper ore. Just gathering it all over the map and getting it to one spot. And me sitting here, man, you got to wonder what kind of person can sit there and talk to themselves for 12 hours. I appreciate it when you guys are active in chat because it makes my life so much easier than rambling for, 12 hours about the birds and bugs and cold weather and crappy computer prices. Okay, so those are all connected now. Let's give my Pioneer a little caffeine. I think every conveyor is all tied in now and working. So now we just got to get from here to there and then down to there and then out. What end do I want to work on first? Let's get all the awesome sinks done. I need to just break it up a little bit. We're going to go put the awesome sinks in. We'll get the whole elevator system run down here first to make sure that we're getting all of our products out. And we're going to be running right down this line for this. We're going to come back to for this. And we're going to come right to here. But I need to put that in the right spot. Afraid says, I like talking to you. It's nice and relaxing atmosphere. Chris says, I'm doing all the micro factories at every node in my current playthrough. But when I unlock refineries, gotta run so many pipes. You know what? That's why I love this area out here. Because I'm gonna have a lot of refineries to deal with the aluminum. So if you can get your raw materials out to all of this water out here, let me turn off fog so you can actually see what it looks like. Hello. Why is my... There we go. Fog. There's a lot of water out here that you can work with refineries. There's a bit of a dead zone right in here where you can't put any water extractors, but it's not terribly big. You can build other things in this corner and it's okay. It's no problem. But the water extractors won't get into the ground. It kind of sucks. I don't understand why. There's something they've done with the terrain there, but it's just like a little chunk in this area that you can't have it. But all the rest of this, you have no problem dealing with water extractors. And then if you build your factory just high enough and you build your foundations like one slab above the water level, you will have no issues dealing with pipes at all because you're not having to worry about pumping it up crazy high. So I always lay out my primary foundation. I do like the 4 meter foundation. This is basically the height that I build it at. And then I always put in foundations just right at the bottom of it. So like so. I'll build my water extractors on these. So let's go to production here. I'm going to grab a water extractor because it locks to the base, and this is obviously like this area here is in that gray zone of I can't place water extractors here. Maybe it's maybe if I go further this way I can do it and you can see it. I'm doing a lousy job of explaining this right now just because the terrain here is... Why? It must be placed in deep water. It is deep water. It shouldn't be... water extractor. Where is the water out here that it allows me? Invalid aim location, invalid aim. See, this area here is where I usually have like rows and rows and rows of conveyor belts all out here. So I never run into this problem. Okay, here we are. Now we're into where we can actually place a extractor. What's going to be the best way I can build this so I can prove it to you and show you kind of what I do when I'm dealing with refineries. Let's go with... That's a pretty good height, so we'll deal with this. So, this is my factory running right here, okay? Now, I'm going to come with my 1 high foundation, and I'm throwing this down like this, 3 wide, okay? My next thing I do is I put 1 high conveyor, or 1 high foundation up, and then I put a single all the way across on the top. Just like so. Okay. And then you can delete this out. This is my pipe zone. This is where all of my pipes are going to live, is inside that end. I'm going to grab my refinery. Right here. Zoink. Like so. Actually, you know, I'll probably line it up a little bit better than that. I will do, we'll say, right here. Boink. My water extractor. Because this is on foundation now, you can actually lock this to grid and you don't have to worry about getting things to line up properly. It's super easy. Super easy to deal with. Now, my row of refineries that are all lined up here like this, as long as you can go, I'll go with some pipes. I'm gonna throw my pipes in here like so. We're gonna throw some water in those. I use Mark II pipes for everything. Never use a Mark I pipe. It doesn't matter. Like it's ridiculous. You don't need to deal with them. Do a 90 degree at that end, a 90 degree at this end, connect them, throw a lift under like this, a pipe splitter. These ones, they don't clip in, like you can't, you gotta visualize where that straight up and down is. Connect that through. Now all these pipes are connected. Now I'll throw one of these, say, right here. Down, and whatever you need to overclock this to, do what you need to do. Now, this pipe is well below the 10-foot head lift. You never have to worry about your water line starving out. And then you bring your input line in on this top side. Let's use a smart splitters, for instance. I'm just going to run them all down like this. And you set them up as this one is any, this one is overflow. And then you feed your products in on the top layer. So just like that. So your raw materials are coming in on the same level as your factory. Your water pipes are coming in on the bottom level. Let's set this up to, we'll just call this pure iron ingots. Copy paste. As you can see, water's already filling in there. You never have to worry about your flow. No, you just have to make sure that you're, like this is using 20 water per minute. If we overclock the crap out of this, I think it maxes out to 50 water per minute. So say we crank this right up to full overclock. So this is doing 50. Okay, 6 refineries will run off of 1 extractor. So, yeah. I do all of my refineries exactly like how you see right here where we are basically 5 meters above, 6 meters in total above the water line. So we got 1 meter here, you got your 4 meter gap and 1 meter here. You never have to worry about backflow issues. You never have to worry about a line starving because of head lift. Head lift is eliminated. And as long as you never take your fluids above that level, you got nothing to worry about. Everything will work flawlessly for you. And you will never run into any issues. And your factories will be super efficient. And it'll be a god tier build. Yes? No? Maybe? I don't know. You get a really good example of this on my last video that I did with the iron factory, where I converted all the iron ore into iron ingots using the pure iron ingot alternate recipe. Okay, now I've deleted all that. You've got a little mini tutorial in the middle of this on how I deal with pipes, and it's freaking amazing. You'll have to give it a whirl. Yeah. I never, ever, ever have an issue with fluids. Now, as soon as you start throwing some head lift in there and you try to move that fluid up, that's a totally different ballgame. Now, there is another cheat way that you can do it. Like, say you're working over in the desert area and you want to build your factory in that far desert on, if you look at the map, it's over in this area over here. Up on top of the cliff face up here, there's a big water pond up there. Set all your water extractors on there. Run your pipes over the edge. You'll never deal with head lift again as an issue because your head lift is set at your maximum height of where you're extracting the water from. So if you're extracting it up from way up on a cliff, up as high as you can go, then the water's just gravity falling down. You never have to deal with head lift issues. So you could build all over the desert. As long as you're pulling your water from up top there, you can build all over the desert and you'll never run into any head lift issues. I did that in one of my mega factory builds. I think it was in the 8.0 up there, the update 8 of the early access. And yeah, she just cooked. Like everything worked totally fine. I did my entire nuclear power plant out there, and everything just worked flawlessly. It was fantastic. Okay, we are going to do like rows and rows and rows here of some awesome sinks. That's 5 awesome sinks. This is 10. We have to do 31 of them in total. That's 15. That's 20. 25. Just going to fill this out here too. This is 30. And that should be 31. Hello, why are you not letting me select my... There we go. It wouldn't let me middle click and select it. That kind of sucked. Quick reminder, everybody, reach down, hit the like button on the video, subscribe if you are new to the channel, ring the notification bell so you can be notified when I've uploaded a new video. And now we're going to throw down 31 awesome sinks here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, oh my god, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. Hey, look, I did the foundations properly. Look at me go. I'm a superhero. Now, am I too close? Probably. Probably. But it's okay. Now we're going to go from up there to down here. Oh, let's get this designed out here as well, too. So we're going to be bringing those down there. This is actually going to come out to here. I got to build like a little pickup. I don't know what to say. Like it's kind of the pre-build of how I'm going to be taking everything off of the elevators. Like basic, I got to do this little whoop because I'm going to be building the factory out here. That's going to be all of the converters for all of the copper. So I just kind of pre-lay out some foundations and some conveyor frickin' risers. I'm laying them out so that I can see kind of where things are supposed to be. And then I need to see how high 30 of these goes. So we gotta zoop this. So that is 11, 21, 31. Now, if I remember correctly, I don't think this is enough height. Yeah, it doesn't go all the way to the ground. So I'm gonna have to do some of these. At this height. So we gotta do a few extra conveyor holes this way. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let me just see how this looks here. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. 7, 8. I think we're going to be like 9 and 10. The first 10 conveyors. Nope. Just 9. So the rest of this can go. Now I got to measure this out. Whoop. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That is not on the right spot. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 is the first one. These can all go. Whoop. $11, $12, $13, $14, $15, $16, $17, $18, $19, $20, $21, $22, $23, $24, $25, $26, $27, $28. Not there. $29, $30, $31. Is this making sense yet? You're probably wondering, what the hell is this loser doing? Well, that should be right there. Right there. Ah, frick master. I have all of these conveyors going the wrong direction. There we go. Now they're all going the right way. I need the products to flow out of them to the awesome sinks, not into this. So I could have had all this built, and if I wasn't like paying attention and caught that, have this all built, go to try to connect it to the conveyors up top there, none of it would work, and I would be like right pissed and rage quit and throw my computer and burn the house down, whatever, you know how it goes. But we have it going the right way now. I'm less of an idiot. See how hard it is to transport around 30 conveyors? How much work this takes? All to be able to convert a little bit. Well, actually, it's not even going to be a little bit of bauxite. It's going to be a butt ton of bauxite. Like, this is how much bauxite we get, like, in-game from the nodes. Is what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So 10 times 1,200 plus 300 is 12,300 bauxite. Do you know, just converting the Caterium, we got over 20,000 bauxite just from converting. We get more bauxite doing this than all of the actual bauxite nodes that are in game. We're going to be able to make more aluminum just out of converting Caterium than using the regular bauxite. And then we're doing it again with copper. I am totally breaking this game. Like, this is going to be, there's going to be so many machines. I'm hoping for the love of God my computer can handle it. If I've got to drop it down to frickin' 720p low graphic settings, I'll make it work one way or another. Okay, so that should be all of the layout for those. Oh, you know what? I can get rid of all of this. Can go. I don't need any of this stuff here anymore. This was when I was awesome syncing all the Caterium before we got crazy. Afraid you are not having any luck with the rolls tonight. Have you won at all tonight? Yeah, all of these awesome syncs are doing jack right now. Don't get too close to the outside edge. These are actually built on the outside edge. Like, this line here is your safe zone. Out there is not safe. That is beyond the playable area. Afraid's not, you haven't won once. And Frog hasn't either. Tall's the one that's got all the luck when it comes to rolling. And I was on the leaderboard, not no more. Yeah. That's the risk you take when you're gambling, I guess. That's why they call it gambling. Okay, let's do this nicely now. I think when I go to do these ones, I'm going to bring the elevators down each side rather than trying to step out all of this. This was a lot more work, stepping out these elevators when I did the Caterium here, than just dropping some elevators down to each individual awesome sync. This is way too much effort. Can you blueprint them? It's kind of hard to blueprint like the way this is set up. Just because there's every awesome sink here is going to end up getting a different height conveyor fed into it, so it definitely makes it a lot more tricky. And then of course I'm dealing with 30 conveyors or 31 conveyors of product that I'm bringing across here. Nope. Got a weird angle on these two that I can't even get them all to like come together properly. See, look at that lousy delete that did. That's a little better. Nope, I don't want the foundations. I still don't want the foundations. Oh, that's an air horn. You got it that time. Ah, the stupid foundations. Why you gotta be that way? That scared me so bad. It does, doesn't it? It's like it gets you totally off guard. Even if you see the text for it. There's just something about the tone that apparently I enjoy torturing myself because I was the one that set that up. I still think adding Navi, I think, would be a good one. Hey, listen. Listen. Hey. Hey, listen. I just don't know if Nintendo would be all up in arms about using that that voice. We all know how they can be. Oh, for a second I thought that said 12:30 and I'm like, no! Alright, well, this has got to go up here like so. Like so. To that one. Definitely easier to build these up coming from the bottom than it is trying to fill that up from the top. I don't know what it is. It is just easier building this way. My brain struggles trying to build it coming from the top, working my way down. Did I just... Okay, no, I thought I put that in there crooked. I'm hoping once I get all of these awesome sinks all running and all the coppers flowing that I didn't screw up any of the miners. Everything's overclocked to 250%. I didn't screw up any of the mergers. I can have my fingers crossed that I didn't completely scrub up. Because it is a real pain in the ass to go back and figure out where you screwed it up. Unless it's just like an overclocking issue, then that's... You can pretty much find those easy enough. Okay, so that's that row. Now, you're going this way. That's that one done. So where is 7 arc on these? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 foundations is this. And we're going to back up like this. And like this. Quick little 90-degree turn. Oh, you know what? If we actually build this closer, if we take this to right about here, and then do my 90-degree turn, then I can actually take the elevator and clip it here, and then I can make a too-high elevator. It'll actually let you do this little squat little elevator into it. As long as you've got 2 things that it can connect to, it'll set it as a too-high elevator, which is so cool. It's kind of cute too. It's just a tiny little thing. Okay, and then the rest of this has to go. I know this is like way higher than it needs to be just to get these first ones run. Of course, there's no products running on this yet because all the coal, all the copper is up there. You know what? I think I'll bring the product over so we can see it starting to flow. We'll get some stuff happening. At least make it look like I'm accomplishing something tonight. I feel like this has been a lot of building with no progress. Oh man, I only got like 10 minutes left. I'm not even going to be able to get the freaking awesome sinks running in time. How redonkulous. So I think I'm streaming tomorrow night, but not Saturday night. I think I could pull off a stream tomorrow night. Blueprint 24 high. That is you. We got to turn you around so that you can connect. No, I just clicked on that again. Frick me. You made progress, Terrace. Yeah, connecting 6 conveyors. 1, 2, 3, 4. Was it 6 conveyors? I don't even know if it was 6 conveyors. I think it was only like 6 nodes. Blueprint destruction. We got to tear out this one because I totally screwed up the placement on that. Blueprint 24 high. Build. Connect. Build. Connect. Build. Connect. Build again. Connect. Man, how long is this conveyor run? It's a pretty good jog. Okay, I'm struggling with keeping that lined up properly. Did I just... I frickin' did it again. Woosah. Woosah. I think I like put it exactly on top of the other conveyor. I didn't even know how that managed to stick like that. But we're gonna tear out. Yeah, I did. I stuck it exactly on. It should not even have allowed that to place like that. That is ridiculous. Okay, that's the end of that. So we're gonna shoot out this way, and I've got to put 30 conveyor holes here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 31. Yes, yes. I think that's right. And then we are coming. We go this way. Zoink. That's 10, 20, 31. Why did I put that there? That doesn't even line up at all. We want to go center here and then back 2. So 1, 2. And then stack these thrice, which works out to 31 conveyors. Make sure those are facing the right way. How many foundations is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, there's going to be a problem here. And that's the maximum distance you can run a conveyor. I don't want it to be a problem, but I think it's going to be a problem. That definitely is. Did I... Frick me. Stop doing that. I can see the glowy lines where the conveyor, like, I just need to pay attention better on the conveyor that I'm connecting to. I've got to, at some point here, I'm going to have to add in another row of the risers just because I'm going to be at our maximum length. Oh, we got a creeper. Creeper didn't make me jump. That one, fortunately, does not make me jump. Not like it used to back in my Minecraft days, because it'd be like, no, don't blow up my build, please. First thing I did when I built my own SMP server is I set it so the creeper explosions didn't destroy player placed blocks. So you wouldn't have to worry about your actual build getting completely decimated by some creeper coming along and blowing your walls apart. You rolled a 99 and you ended up, because 99 and 100 end up getting you double the points for your bet. So grats on that. You got like a epic win off that. See, if I had the like, I'm playing with 0 add-ons on this game. If I had the add-on to have like unlimited conveyor runs, I wouldn't have to worry about another elevator lift here or the risers, because I'd be able to pull my conveyor a further distance than 7 foundations. But I don't play with add-ons in this game. Everything is whatever the game can give me is how I play it. No third-party add-ons. And there's a ton of add-ons for this game. Oh, hey, look at that. We're at the max elevator height. So isn't that convenient? That we also have to go like... let's go vertical on this. To here. And while we're at it, we can add in this right here. That's going to take care of any of my glitches at that end. And how many more do I got to do? I got to do 7 more. So if we go 1, 2, and then build 7 holes here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I should be able to delete out these ones. And this... maybe? I'm gonna get the rest of these filled in, because I'm not entirely sure if we're not reaching max distance. Do you connect? You connect. Oh, look at that. Everything is all right in the world. And then I can go up with this one. And then back down with this one. And then back up with this one. See, they let you go a really long distance with these, as long as you're connecting with conveyor holes. And I think you actually have to like save the game and like leave and then come back, and they'll actually visually connect properly. I don't know if you've noticed here, but when I go down all the way to this and I go to connect it, all the way to the bottom, some some aren't connected. Why this one did? No freaking idea why. Freight says, are you Twitch streaming as well? No, I decided like a long... Wait, what's going on here? Oh, that's why that one connected, is because I didn't actually connect it properly. No! I decided a long time ago that I wasn't going to be doing dual streams. It's just the Twitch partner program, like they changed the rules on it, and you're not allowed to like they can't like share platform with any other stupid ass crap. Like they've just got, it doesn't work for me. I'm going to stay with the YouTube, just stream on YouTube. YouTube's my home. It's been my home. Not to mention I can stream in 2K like I'm streaming right now. I think the maximum you can do, unless you like pay Twitch, is 1080p, might be 720. Where here I'm 1440p, 60 FPS, and it seems to be okay. I look back at the VODs after they've converted over, after the live stream is done. When I get a chance, I try to delete out the first few minutes of the static, hey, the stream will be starting soon type thing. And then like trim out the bit until the countdown starts. And yeah, the 1440p comes through quite clear. There's no skipping. It all looks pretty reasonable. As reasonable as some scrub like me can do anyway. Come on, connect. Yeah, and are you watching it in 2K right now? Or 1080p or 720? YouTube should be able to tell you what resolution you're watching it in. I will probably never stream in 4K just because that's a ridiculous amount of bandwidth, and there is no need to stream at that resolution. You're watching a 1440-60. That's good. There's no reason to stream it at 4K unless you're watching my stream on a... Wait. What? Hold on. It let me build that one. Why won't it let me build the next one? Oh, I know why. Because, oh, I'm an idiot. Let's finish building these. And then I can zigzag it properly. And we are going to just... my zoop. Bring that up as well, too, because we'll just curl these conveyors around to here. I didn't get a single converter built. Yeah, the title of this video is, hey, we're going to convert copper to bauxite. Yeah, but then the infrastructure to put that all into place, it ends up taking way longer to get it prepped to do that than it does to actually do it. Okay, now we'll connect this and screen all the way back down until that's connected, and then all the way back up. And then all the way back down again. then we got to delete out some ugly looking foundations through this. Okay. Let's get rid of these. I'm going to get rid of this because it kind of doesn't need to be there and it'll still work and it still looks like it's all connected properly. That can go. Now, how amazing does that look? Like that's on point. That's doing what it's supposed to do. And now we're going to get some product flowing down those elevators. And some of them are going straight into the awesome sinks right away because I think I got 2 of them hooked up. That's a wall of 30 elevators, so it does look freaking huge once you get it all pieced together. Wait, did I overbuild too many? No. Oh, no, I didn't. Ah, man, frick, I didn't bring all the freaking conveyor lines down. Every time I do one more thing, there's like 7 more things I gotta do. It's kind of 7 conveyors I forgot about. Because we ran the blueprint lengthwise, but we didn't finish with the rest of the conveyors. Oh, that one went to 8. Half of me's like, you know what? I don't want to work tomorrow. I just want to stream and build this monstrosity. But no, of real life jobs, a real life that kind of takes priority. Got to pay the bills, right? Man, that looks sick from this side. I like how that looks. And this foundation, I actually do have to delete from here down. Because we'll end up clipping into it when we start moving these products around. Absolutely, life will march on. Life always just keeps trucking along. Oh, are you freaking... Okay, it's only one. Maybe I screwed up. Thought for a second I totally butchered all this. And I thought I was going to have to tear out what I had done. It was just one conveyor that I had out of whack. Thank you for not being totally wrecked. Seriously, why did you not... I was on the conveyor and you decided you wanted to clip to the side of the freaking riser. That makes no sense. I don't think they ever should have given me stackable. That wrapped all the way around, didn't it? I don't think they should have given me stackable conveyors. Or I'm going to do ridiculous things like this. Like, what happens when I get iron and I do all 92,000 iron stacked up? A wall of 77 conveyors. Well, it's another 46 higher than what we're working with right now. Man, is my computer going to be able to do this? I sure hope so. I think as long as I keep it in conveyors, I think it'll be okay. Because I think it's once you start adding the trains and trucks and drones and stuff, that's where it really starts to impact the performance. It knows that everything it has to do is on conveyor. They've tweaked how graphics operate when there's items running on, unless you're like right beside the conveyor. They visually kind of transition it from individual entities running on it to kind of a motion blur that's on there, so that it doesn't have to render the full entity that's on the belt, which makes a big difference. Like, that was a massive improvement in performance when they did that. I'm kind of disappointed myself that I didn't get all these ones done earlier. We could be throwing stuff into awesome things right now. Well, and I did that little 15-minute side tutorial thing too on the refinery. How to build properly with refineries. And again, I can be easily distracted. Undiagnosed ADHD, I don't know. It's like shiny things. Hey, let's go do this. Just 'cause. Akra says, yeah, sorry about that. No, was it you that I did the tutorial for? I thought it was that other guy that was on. That popped in and it's like, wow, this is like, for fuck's sakes, and then he like bailed. Maybe it was you, I don't know, I can't remember. Oh no, I was explaining what I was doing to that other guy when he bailed out. Yeah, it was you that I was doing the, hey, let's, this is how I do my refineries, and I think you'll gain something from it. Trust me, if it wasn't that distracted me, something else would have shinied me, and I would have been like, oh, look, a butterfly. I can send myself down some rabbit holes that can take me hours to dig myself out of. The fact that I've gone through 3 different ore products on here now, 4 different ore products on here now, and gathered every single node for them and kept doing it and pushed through is a huge step for me, not walking away going, I am like totally bored with this project. I need to take like 4 months off and then come back to it. I think it's because I've got like this end game, this end goal in mind. I really, really want to try to, you know, do something that nobody else has done in Satisfactory. Be a first at something instead of just kind of coming along after the fact or building something that somebody else has already done. What's going to happen is somebody else is going to have a video done and be like, oh, here you go. Here's your 58 million screws before I get this one done. And I'll be like, F that, delete, see you later. That would just piss me right off. It'll be like the day, as I'm editing the video, some other freaking content creator will be like, hey, look what I did. It'd be like, nah. That would be my luck. Hey, look, we have copper down here. Isn't that amazing? That's freaking amazing. And does every one of these have copper in it? I don't know, but we'll find out. Make sure we connected everything the way we were supposed to. I feel like I skipped a conveyor there. I did. You know what? Oh man, there's so much I gotta do to make this work. We're gonna have to deal with some conveyor holes because I'm pretty sure 30 is way more than what we can do in a single drop of an elevator. Hello, why did you... It's because I clicked on the wrong conveyor. I'm like, why didn't that work? Okay, is this going to reach? No. Of course not. So we gotta... We're just gonna run this one up like this. Zoink. 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 We're gonna go from here to here, and then I'm gonna just delete this. No, I'm gonna connect it all the way over first. And then we're gonna delete out this second little... Oh, a conveyor can go that distance, no problem. I don't know. There's no elevator there, or no standoff or anything. Wait, why do I have? Did I just build extra because just to get it built? I must have, because that's all 31. God damn, that looks real good. So then from here, we are too high. We 90-degree that. Three high. Oh, that, yeah. That was wrong. And you're like way too tall as well. I don't know what I was doing with those ones. attach some elevators on here. Hear the awesome sinks kick in. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, and 7. 30, 30, 30. Well, it's not hard. You can only connect to one layer. The nice thing about when you're doing like these full runs of your conveyor, you can't connect it to the wrong one when it's at max length, because it'll only work, turn yellow on the one that it can connect to. Whether you go down or up with it, it can't connect. See, no connectee, no connectee. Okay, none of these are connecting. Why? I just tried to prove a point and now it's not. Oh, because I got to do default. Sometimes straight conveyors don't go straight. I don't know why. It's dumb. It makes no sense, but you try to run a straight conveyor and it just can't go straight. But it'll do a 90-degree turn, just like every once in a while if you need to do that little short 90-degree turn. Kind of the way everybody always did it up to that point, where you just kind of shifted over 2 little notches on, like, with your conveyor pole. A straight conveyor cannot do that 90-degree turn. It'll do any other one but that one. It doesn't think that it's a true 90. Something to do with the curve of the earth. I don't know. It is what it is. So I end up bouncing back and forth between default and straight all the time for these various builds. I mean, we're cruising along with building these now. It's a lot of back and forth, though. It'll be a little better once we get all of these conveyors done, but... You know what? I'm just going to end up deleting all these later on, too, but I want to make sure that all the miners are doing what they're supposed to be doing. That's the whole reason for this. I don't want to have to be troubleshooting my converters not working properly, and it turns out that it's because there's some other product that's being dealt with. That's, you know, some miners running at frickin' 100% instead of 250%. It's that height. Elevator. Done. Can I visually line that up? Yes, I can. Oh, and here's where I need to go back to the 90 again. The straight conveyor. Oh, and that was a curved one. That just, you can see. I don't even know why they made the curved ones, because that's just a dumb conveyor. It don't work. I don't like it. Straight is straight or default. That's where it's at. I think I could get one more before it, like, kicks me out and says, nope, that's too far for a conveyor. Yep. It worked. But now we are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Well, so far so good. Our conveyors are all running smooth. We're not having any little hiccups of anything of the ones that I have cooked up to the awesome sink so far. I mean, it's not much. What do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 running so far. I think you'll generally know like right away if you're going to have a problem. Once those miners kind of dump out, they've got 100 ore sitting in them while they're parked idle. Plus you've got your full conveyor that's kind of, you know, accumulated up. Once that conveyor is all pulled through and you get rid of that 100, it's surprisingly how quick it'll tell you when you've screwed up a overclock on a miner. And I've done it, like, man, I've done it quite a few times. Or you forget where you had it in your mind that you merged a bunch of conveyors together somewhere along the ways, but you didn't hook up like the bottom part of the conveyor to an elevator or something. And so you think the product's going to be there, but it ends up being nothing actually moved through that conveyor the whole time. Those ones are much harder to troubleshoot because then you got to go back to each individual miner and be like, oh, okay, which one didn't I turn on? And switch it back to straight. I should actually look and see how many tickets we've made so far. We've made 544 tickets just off of dumping bauxite, more bauxite, and reanimated Sam. That's we're making some tickets. All said and done, maybe we'll have enough here to buy the golden nut. You need 1,000 tickets for the golden nut. Maybe we'll make enough tickets that we could buy every trophy all at once, and we can award ourselves with the trophy off of making all the screws. You don't get much in the way of ticket points for screws. I'll tell you that right now. I'm pretty sure I can't. This is going to be too far. Yep, it is. No good. I'm pretty sure it's right here. 2, 3. I am streaming way past when I'm supposed to. It's already like 20 after. I still gotta give my dog his pills. I still gotta have a shower. What am I doing with my life? At least we've got all the product down here now. I guess that's a step in the right direction. This is the hardest part of all of the logistics, was getting the product down to our platform where we can start building and coming up with a factory to convert all this into bauxite. See, there's one that doesn't work, but if I switch this to default, it connects. Braid says, yeah, it's 2:21 a.m. where you're living. Yeah, I'm keeping you up. Sorry about that. I've had to pee for like an hour now too. So I think I'm gonna, once I get all these connected, I think that's where we're gonna call it. Where I'm gonna be looking for a bucket. And yeah, I am not, it's just going to take me too long to connect the rest of those awesome sinks. We'll do that. Maybe, I don't know, maybe as I'm having dinner tomorrow, I'll log on the laptop and get that done so that we could dive straight into getting the actual factory done to convert all of this into bauxite. I'm curious to see, I want to know how much bauxite I'm going to get get out of this. So thank you guys for chilling and hanging out for another live stream. I think this is a fantastic stream tonight. I had some pretty good viewer peaks at points, and I absolutely appreciate the hell out of it. I'd like you guys to throw a like on the video, subscribe if you are new to the channel, ring the notification bell so you can be notified when I've uploaded a new link. And if you're bored, check out my little promo clip in here, just so you know, this is advertising. Check out my Amazon affiliate link if you want to see how my streaming setup is built. If there's stuff, and I mean, there's stuff in there from, like, you know what, the mouse that I use. This mouse, 25 bucks. It's a great mouse. I've been happy with it. It does its thing. The new mic setup that I just got for Christmas, amazing. Super thrilled with it. There's also a Ubiquiti camera system too, that I've thrown in the shop there, because I actually just set one of those up for at work. And that Ubiquiti stuff is so nice to work with. So check out the Amazon affiliate link in the description of the video and also the description of my channel. That all said, you guys have a fantastic one. We will see you in the next stream. Bye for now.